Hello, Lena. I'm here to talk about myself and my personal stuff, such as hobbies and interests and family and how it was starting and what I've done before in my life. And I'll just start off by saying some things about myself. I'm much of a sporty person. I like fitness and playing football and badminton, all those things. And I have been to Blockheed after school for 2 years now before starting on HHX Herning. And I must say that's been two of the best years of my life. I've played a lot of sports out there, but it was also kind of hard for me to play sports because of my knee injuries. While I was out there, I began to love gymnastics again, and I started jumping a lot, and that led to a minor knee injury in my right leg, in my right knee, and after that, I couldn't really do any sports for about half a year, and then the second year started out there, and I was on the football team, and my coach didn't really want me to play in the first team from the start, so he just put me in the third team, and I had some fun games out there, and really, I just really loved being out there and having a lot of new friends between the 2 years, such things. And a little bit about myself and my family. We are five people in the family, me and my two elder brothers, and then my mom and my dad. We are originally from Mors, as you see here, and we moved down here to the countryside, about 3 kilometers away from the nearest city, and that's Loading. I don't know, you don't really know it, I don't think. And most of my friends from Vilbjerg is not someone that I have a lot of contact with, but some of them are also on HSX with me. So they're from the other classes. For example, Chadek, he's from our class. He's from Vilbjerg too, and he's one of the old friends. But there's only really one that I have been in contact with all the time. Is one called Massimil. He's on HTX in there. But I think the class is very good in here, and I've already made a lot of friends. But I can still see my friends from Blockheed after school, and I think that's a really great thing. But we have a really open friendship in our class. All the boys, we really have fun with each other, and it also seems like the girls really like each other. But I think it's a little bit of a shame that the boys and the girls are not so much with each other. But I think it'll come in about second class or third or something. I don't know. It maybe it just takes a little bit of time to get to know each other really before you start talking. And all these things with coronavirus, it's really just been taking over the world. And my first thought was just, it's going to be in China, Wuhan. It's a long, far away from us. We can't really do anything about it because it's out of our reach. But then it started suddenly appearing in Europe because people were traveling a lot and not such things. It was really not that comforting when you think about it. You would sit there and be like, "Oh, it's in Europe now. It's in Germany. It's our neighbors in Sweden too." It was everywhere. You couldn't really do much about it, and it was just a frightening thought. And then I heard from my big brother that two of his girlfriends, they were in Mexico at the time that the country shut down. So right now they are not able to come back, and that's one of the topics that we really have a lot up in this family right now because they are stuck in Mexico in a hostel where they can't really get anywhere. It's pretty bad. And my brother's girlfriend was with them for about a month. She went home a week before the country shut down, and the other two girls were staying there for another week or two. And yeah, then it all just shut down, and now they're sitting stuck there. So my reaction to the coronavirus has not been that good. I really don't like this. I don't like not being able to hang out with my friends, go to parties in the weekends, and most of our time we just talk to each other over the internet and play some games with each other. That's really all we can do right now. So it's a sticky situation. I'm more of a social person than just the antisocial that sits inside all the time. But for me personally, I would like to change the subject to more sporty things again. And in the past 2 years, I've been having this knee injury, as I said, and now it's finally over. I can start running again. I can start jumping again, doing all this stuff that I was able to before. And therefore, started to change my life, turning the upside down of what I was before. Because before, I would just be this lazy person that couldn't really do much sport because of my knee injuries, and therefore, people would call me lazy and like, oh, you're not even trying to do any sport and such things. And I would be like, I can't do the sports, but now I can. So I have a plan that maybe I would start on football again. Take it a little bit slow at the start because I just got out from an injury, and yeah, I'm also working on my conditioning. I'm running daily now, and I'm going a lot to fitness. But in these Corona times, it's hard to go to fitness. So therefore, we made our own fitness at home. Me and my big brother. Um, we we took some wood and then we cut it in pieces so that it would fit the weight that we normally use in fitness. And then we put it on some iron bars. And then we're just using it as normal fitness gear. So we really just made our own fitness. And it actually works. And I'm quite proud of it, actually. Yeah. And then I'll talk about the American presidential election this far. I think that in America it would really benefit them to get Bernie Sanders. He's the only one that's really reasonable to listen to in the American elections. And most of all, it's just like get rid of Donald Trump and then the country's good again. That's just my thought because he's closing off borders of lands, and that's not really a good thing if you want some good neighbors. But I understand that the Mexicans are just immigrating into the country and all that. But still, it's not good to be make enemies with your with your neighboring countries. That's not good. But one of the last things I'd like to address is that the grundforløb in the gymnasie HXX, I think it's a pretty dumb idea, because why would you ever spend time with people for 3 months and after that you would just be like, I want another. I don't want to go the same way as all of you, and I want to go into another class. Then you come into another class and need to do it all over again, and it's really like 3 months later you are at the same point where you were with the grundforløb, and I really just don't think it's a great idea. I understand it's because of of you need to choose what you want to have, but for me as a person, I would just go to an open house, and then I would just learn about the different lines from there, and I think that's better than the grundforløb. But that was my personal presentation, and I really hope you liked it and you learned a lot more about me.